watched it a few times. Yeah, but not like I didn't watch it like.
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
No, I watched it,
trouble.
and I just look back at myself, being like, we just didn't sell ourselves. We literally just came up with the LOLs.
we were just
so shy as well.
I know.
Like, you were literally like, so Basixback, yeah. We're like, yeah, Basixback.
I feel like we memorised one shit line about it or something, didn't we? Yeah.
No, but do you know, like, I watched it back a while ago. I don't know, just randomly just watched it back. And I was like, I thought you was fine.
Really?
I thought you was fine. Even on the day, look, because obviously you guys before podcasting, we were speaking to the day about it, like, you've just been doing, like, interviews, do you know what I mean? But obviously that's more, like, long form, so he's know how to talk, he's know about cameras, so, you know what I mean?
But, like, we didn't really promote, like, not
Yeah,
promote.
he's came to promote it, yeah.
Yeah, we just,
that was the whole point.
But we just didn't really talk about anything, you know what I mean? Because obviously, like, BXB is like we're so passionate about it.
Yeah.
But like from watching back that video, wasn't really any passion. We're like, yeah, this is what we did.
We were
like
just spilling the tea instead, actually. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Just spilled the tea on ourselves. But yeah,
it was grand though.
Here we are. When was that? 2022.
What season was that? Season 2?
Oh my,
yeah.
that's like 3 years ago.
Let me see. I think it was season 3 maybe, or season 2.
What season are we on now?
We're
not on a season. 7 was the last one, was it?
I've done 7 seasons, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, because I just seen, like, obviously you guys started the pod in it, and I'm just like, get these girls on. But obviously, because I seen the girls already went on Where's Your Header.
Yeah.
So I said, right, used to, and then I'll get the other 2 girls on as well after. Let me see. Jeez, I've done a lot. Season 3. 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
1.3k.
Do you get?
1.3k.
Yeah, no, because, what was it? I remember for a while people going, oh, you're the BXB girls. I said the BXB girls, the podcast girls. They're like, you're on Dongo's podcast. I was like, yeah. But
What's the vibe?
2022, like, that feels like a century ago. Do you know what I mean?
So what? So you were like, so obviously your GTG's in the game for 2 years now, isn't it?
2.5.
2.5 years.
2.5, yeah.
Fucking hell! And you started off in that mad studio, innit?
Yeah.
You came here.
Don't get me cancelled.
No,
Say, what are you trying to do with them eyes there?
What?
Yeah,
was
literally like that.
No, do you know what? Do you know what? I watched the last episode, right? And I'm like, I was so. Do you know when you come back, I'm rusty, right?
Yeah.
But then I was so like calm, like calculated. You know what I mean? But then there's some elements of me that just wants to move mad. But I was like, I don't want to be like that anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, we talked about it today. We always have knocks over it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, just let things go sometimes. He's actually going to be proud of me, but I won't say this on camera. I'll tell you something off camera, though. He's going to be proud of me. Basically, right, well, I'll say this, right?
I'm not going to say
I'm
it on
the
camera.
editor. I can cut stuff out. It's okay.
No, I got snaked, innit?
Oh, yeah?
I got snaked, so I'm going to use football analogy. So I was talking to a club.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Is that a female?
Really, man?
We have to decipher. We don't watch football.
Sorry.
So he was talking to a girl, yeah?
I was talking to a club.
Okay.
A club.
Right?
Look at sweating now.
As a potential signing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I never claimed that I signed this player, right? So obviously I'm telling a work colleague, yeah, I'm talking to this club.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 this, that, and that. So this club now. Mm-hmm. Want to make this red hot?
Yeah, make it red hot. We're going crazy. It's your birthday.
Yes.
Sorry, just checking my hair as well.
Go on. You've already started it.
Yeah,
Go
go
on.
on.
This red hot.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Go on.
Yeah.
This club
Yeah.
used to be a former club of a person who's in this game. The podcast game.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
No, this is hot. I know some people are going to watch this. This is hot, right?
Ooh. I'm trying
So
to think.
she went and told the brother that I'm claiming this club, which I was never claiming this club, because you don't claim something that's not yours.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not Arsenal. Like,
I don't
it's
want-
not
Wait,
Arsenal.
I'm lost. She went and told... What? Say that last
The
part.
The brother of the ex, right, is her mate, and went and
You're
told
not
her.
using football.
No, I'm not using. I don't care. I don't give a fuck anymore, right?
Okay,
It's
okay.
like, 'cause I know I've lost you, right? So stick
Yeah.
with me, right? I was like, I'm basically claiming this girl as, oh, we're seeing each other or something like that, which I never did. I would never do that. You do not claim something that is not yours. You get me?
Okay.
Obviously, you can speak as in, oh, I'm interested and blah blah blah. The usual gig. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like, why would this? I confided in this person as a mate, as a colleague. Do you know what I mean? And you go and now say it to my man. My man now goes to the girl, and the girl's coming to me saying, "Why are you going around saying that we're seeing each other?" No, do you see that's how embarrassing that even is? You're laughing. Do you get me? Do you get me?
What did you say?
What were you saying to your colleague?
But basically, this person I was about to cut off completely. Like, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
listen, I was like, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Like, this is obviously, I thought I could trust you.
You love cutting friendships.
Blah blah blah. Oh,
I swear you love
100%,
cutting
100%,
friendships. I'm
I'm
done.
done.
And then I was
It's
just like,
over.
but then obviously, man's birthday today. I'm recording on my birthday today. Blah blah blah. So she comes up to me today. I was like, oh, Dongo, happy birthday. I'm thinking, you fuck are you? Oh, I'm gonna buy you breakfast. It's your birthday. I'm gonna get you a cookie and all, blah blah blah. I just said, you know what, allow it, man. Just leave it.
Did you get the
just take
breakfast?
the L. I got the breakfast, yeah. 2 hash brown, 2 sausages, bacon, and bleeding
Wait.
eggs. Do you know what I mean?
And then
But
I have so many
so I just said,
questions
you know
from
what, I didn't cut her off. I just said, you know what, just take the L, leave it. It is what
keep
it
it
is.
moving, yeah.
Get
keep
the breakfast,
L.
yeah,
Get
yeah.
the breakfast, get the cookie. Do you know what I mean? Are you fed? Yeah,
No, but what is it, guys? I'm sure, like, obviously, look, we're not want to get personal or whatever, but like, I don't know, at this age, man, I'm just getting like, I don't know, man, friendships are mad, aren't they? People are just. Is it up to you though, just to keep your mouth shut? Is it, or that person that you told something to just not go around saying?
Well,
stuff?
what is your relationship like with your colleague? Like, I wouldn't be going to tell my colleague my business.
It's like, you know, obviously people are obviously have been explaining it the last couple of weeks. What's going on in work, HR and all that.
Yeah.
I've been explaining it, right? So it's one of them, like, when my colleagues are in, because obviously they have work from home, I don't.
Yeah.
So I confide in them, we have a laugh, do you get me?
Yeah.
So it should stay in that confidence in our conversations, you get me?
But then you don't know. Obviously, she's good friends with these people as well. That's why she went and told them.
That's
so
it, yeah.
you have to be careful.
I don't know, like, but to be honest, like, I literally have, like, I'll be friends with anyone, but I only have, like, a handful of close friends.
Same.
Like, unless, like, you're in that close friendship circle, I probably won't tell you anything. And I'm not even in a disrespectful way, do you know what I mean? It's sort of like, I think I'm blessed because I found really good friends. Like, I'm blessed. Like, I can't actually... So, I find it actually really hard to make new friends because I know, like, the circle I've got, it's tight. Like, I could trust any of them.
Do you know what it is, though?
But, like, if you... Why were you talking about it if you didn't claim her? Like, if you didn't want it to be a known thing?
Yeah.
As soon as you open your mouth to someone else, you're risking it. Getting out.
You're bragging about the trophies.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I was gassed, I won't lie.
Yeah,
there
you're
you
bragging
go.
about the trophies.
Because she's a Champions League babe, I was gassed.
Yeah.
So I wanted Joel, I was doing that ego thing, I was like, yeah, look at me.
You're like Woolwich or something.
What's that? Or that's a team, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a-
Woolwich. Is it? What are you
It's
trying
like,
to say?
if you look at national conference team, like, it's dead. Look, I
No,
just...
but you're only like how you feel. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like you're not Woolwich. Sorry, like that was
it's
actually
grand,
a bit
it's grand.
intense.
I don't take
but
offence.
Champions League. Do you get me? It's mindset.
Yeah. No, I just, because obviously, look, I've said it to you on the first episode we done together, like, it's such a unique, like, friendship. Like, you are proper pals, and it's like, I love seeing it, especially growing up, because, like I said, even in my life right now, obviously, look, we're not going to get deep personal, because 3 of us are going through it. 3 of us are going through it, right? But it's like, it's refreshing to have, like, someone that you can lean on, do you get me?
But do you know what? Like one thing that I value about me and Ash's friendship is like even when we go through like hard times, we're gonna have a conversation.
Oh
about
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
we're gonna talk about it
And over.
and like we don't leave that
Yeah.
conversation until we both
Just laugh
feel
about it,
resolved. Yeah, 100%.
You have
like
to laugh.
I don't think we've fought in ages.
Years.
But like
Absolute years.
But I feel like that's one thing that I know our friendship is solid. Like
Yeah.
we would never leave the situation if we didn't feel like it was finished or resolved.
Yeah.
Do you get me? We're not going to be like, oh yeah, that was fine, and then be like, no,
Brush
no, no.
over things. Yeah, no.
And it might be hours of conversations, but it will happen. And
Maybe we just expect so much communication with everyone else because we're just such good communicators.
we
So what it is,
literally
right?
communicate every
Standard,
single
yeah.
thing. I love it.
That's class, because girls, especially like when you're going through it, like obviously you just have a bit of a laugh, but you just help each other through things.
Yeah.
Smiley called me yesterday, so he thought my birthday was yesterday, so he called me. So obviously he's ringing me just to check up on me. He's like asking, like, obviously I'm seeing the shows being like, you're pushing it now, but before you weren't really. What was going on? I just goes, Smiley. He started laughing because he knew straight away. He's like, Dungo, 2 years, you're still having the same issues. I goes, well, yeah, but like, I'm trying to confide in you, you're laughing, be humble today. And this is me getting a bit like, not deep, but like, it's deep, do you know what I mean? So I've spoken about the transition of co-parenting
Yeah.
and how hard it's been, how difficult, and how it's affected my little one, yeah? And it's getting worse, right?
Yeah.
And to the point where I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm not even use the language I want to use, but like, it's like, so I get a message off her the other day about a situation. And obviously I'm in work. I said, I'm not dealing with this right now. 15 minutes later, she texts me, "Chap, will you answer me?"
Chap. I haven't heard that in years. Chap.
What's up, chap?
12 years of age, bro. Chap.
How did you respond?
Just looked at it in disgust. Because, look, I'm not going to sit here and I do it like outside of this and all. Like, I'm not going to, top notch. top notch said it on the last episode, was like, with co-parenting, when she's talking to people about me, it's going to be bad stuff. When I'm talking to people about her, it's going to be bad stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to do that, right? But one thing I will vouch for myself is, like, respect. Do you get me? Like that's the one. I grew up. My father and my mother demanded me to be a certain way, go get a degree, be in college. I don't even care about all that. So long as my people turn around and goes, "Dongo, we saw your daughter today. She's very respectful. She blah blah." That will fill me with a lot of pride. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just the way she's going on. For me, in my opinion, parents can tell me in the comments or DM me, or we can have a discourse here. It's like it starts from home. You know?
It does, but like also I feel like she's at the age where she's kind of turning into a teenager. Like your hormones are all changing. You're going through like, so like you need to kind of
Like
give her a bit of a break as well. I feel like have the conversations, you know, open communication.
I don't
but
mind.
like,
And this, I've said this, right? I know, and I even agree where her mom's like, it's like you have to kind of ginger these people at this age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they do move flavy, but it's just. No, they
what
do.
was that whole sentence?
They
What
do.
the hell?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
You did not turn. I'm not going to put your age out there.
I'm
unless you
talking
want me
like
to.
that.
22.
32. You did not turn 32 when you said ginger, Flav. I was
Ginger. Yeah, Nigerians use it.
Ginger.
Yeah, ginger. You have to ginger them small. Like you have to play the game. It's basically
Sweeten them, yeah.
sweeten them. Yeah.
Sweeten them.
Yeah, and we.
Ginger's
and I
not
di-
sweet.
What? The Nigerians don't say ginger. Am I using it in the right term? Shake them. You see?
Okay.
And I get that, but it's like there's levels to stuff though. And I get what you were saying, but let me tell you something for free.
We nearly killed each other over
Right?
this the other day.
No,
Yeah.
but let me tell you something for
Yeah,
free, Ash.
yeah.
In an African household, these
Yeah.
things, the hormone, they will slap you.
Yeah,
But
no,
that's the thing.
fair. I'm not saying that.
Do you get me? No,
Just-
and I wouldn't do that. But like I said, like how we grew up, yeah, we weren't afforded. Oh, you're teenagers, you will get slapped, bro.
But
Do get
you
me?
have to remember, she's not growing up like you did.
No, and that's
That's
the
thing.
big that's the big
difference.
thing. Yeah,
because
yeah.
if you saw me as a teenager to who I am now, yeah, you wouldn't even recognize me. I was so cheeky, so everything. Like I feel like when you come like from an Irish household or Caucasian household, like you can talk about your feelings, and maybe you talk about your feelings too much at some points, but it's very different. And you're like thinking about how you were, and obviously you want to not inflict, but like sort of put in the lifestyle that you had growing up, but it's not the same.
No. I hear what you're saying, but I have to disagree. I'm not gonna. The lifestyle I had, we had hybrid going outside. We were only allowed out on the weekends. Like Monday to Friday, I had to stay out. Do you get
Stay
me?
at home.
Do you get me? There was no. I remember my best friend JJ lived next door before like my new other neighbours moved in. Yeah, he asked me to stay over in his house. My dad wouldn't even let me sleep over. Do you get me?
Yeah, I know, but
It's completely different. So my only thing is, like I said before, it's like I get that she's gonna be moody and hormonal, blah blah blah. There's even like I remember it was she's obviously she went into the 4th year, and I tried to like take a picture of her. But I remember like she was like,
Get off
"Dad,
me.
you're embarrassing
Yeah,
me."
get
Do you
away
Like,
from me,
but before it was like hugs and she wanted pictures. No grown up.
She's
the little
growing
skill.
up.
No,
She's
exactly, and I
growing up.
accept all that. But it's just like the behaviors is just one thing I'm not gonna accept.
But
you
you
know
know
what?
what? Like from
I'm
a
not.
girl as well, yeah. Like it's different because you're obviously going through the time of the month. Mother Nature's calling. You have to navigate it. Like thinking about back being a teenager.
Yeah.
I would never want to be a teenager again.
It's a
like, you
crazy
couldn't pay
time.
me enough money in the world because you're just like, I used to just sit in my room and cry. Like,
Yeah.
listen to, you know that song, The Fray, How Disabled.
Oh my
Did I have much to go through? Probably not, but I felt it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta, like, I get what you're saying. Like, you want to instill the same sort of values that you had, and like, and that's perfectly fine. But it's like,
It's finding a balance, I think. Yeah, just like, obviously respect your elders and stuff, but it's okay to like validate her emotions and stuff as well. You just need to find a balance.
You know what I think it is as well though, because I've said this already. This is nothing new that I haven't said. I think like, because of the lack of consistency of her being with me,
we've got to think about how all that's impacted her growing up and stuff as well. Do you know what I mean?
I don't fault her.
Yeah.
This is not, and this is what I said. I don't want to badmouth the second parent in this because it's tacky and it's not. There's lack of class in it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said before, when there was problems in partnerships over on the other side, I was always the one saying, my man's an adult, you gotta respect him. That's who your mother loves.
Yeah.
And that's that. Do you get me? He's an adult. No, stuff like that. But on my side, I was never afforded that. So I just feel like a lot of what she's projecting is what the environment that she's grown up in.
Yeah.
Do you get me? And she's not getting information of that. Do you know what I mean?
But also,
because to call your dad chap is insane.
But
pal. She even goes, because I want to like meet you for dinner and we can discuss whatever issues were going on. Nah, I'm all right, G, but thank G. Yeah, bro. And these people,
I'm all right,
these people are telling me, these people here are telling me, it's her hormones. Dave, imagine calling your mom G at that age.
No, we're not saying it's hormones.
You have to say Caucasian
okay,
people.
That's different.
That's
Stop pointing at me like I'm just finding because I'm white. What the fuck?
That's what you want to say. These white people.
No, bro.
No. You know what? Dongo, my context is coming from a conversation we had already.
Yeah.
So
bro,
bear that in mind.
I'm not saying that I would never call my mom G.
No.
Or bro, or chap, or whatever, or fella. Do you get me?
I called my mom chop once years ago, and she still says it till today.
Guys, yeah? All this, no one can slap me and all. It's out the window. I sat there. Obviously, I have to keep my guard up and try and tell her, like, I sent her a Bible verse. Honor your mother and father. I had to send her that. That was how I fought in my corner. I was saying, like, listen, this is not my word. This is God's word. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, look, I get it. That was my first time. Like, I never wanted it with my son as well, but it's like, it's hard. I didn't think it'd be this hard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did not think it'd be this hard.
Can I ask you a question? Like, do you think you have become, like, have a friendship where?
No, I don't know who this person is.
No, but I'm saying is,
No, don't. I like Ash's reaction, yeah? I like the direction this podcast is going because I said, you know what? I'm just having a chill one today. There's no notes, no studies. I know what maybe a couple of questions I want to ask, but like, I like how this conversation is going. But yeah, I don't know who this person is.
Okay, no, but I'm saying is prior to this, did you were you were friends? Your
of course,
like
of course.
Besties,
yeah, of course.
So listen, right? Let me land. So you've instilled.
You're starting,
you've started this like friendship, yeah, and then you want to turn on the parent volume, being like, "Don't do this," yeah. She is probably your twin in the sense of she is the closest person to you, and you probably it's like a look into a mirror, right? She knows how to get under your skin. Do you know what I mean? So see those I'm okay, G, chap and everything. That's purposely done.
No,
it is.
No.
Because why else would it be?
I disagree. Look, I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite because what I said before. Yeah, I remember before, and this is coming from. I'm trying to think who's gonna what. You probably gonna what? Because some people or someone will rat. People like ratting on me, but it doesn't matter, right? This is coming from the partner of her mother, right? When it was consistent that she was with me on the days I've had her, on my days, yeah? When this was heavy, he said to me that she has the fear of God from you. Do you get me? And that's when I was having her. Do you know what I mean? You now lose that because you're not consistent, because obviously the ups and downs, like I say, you guys know the gig on the personal. Do you know what I mean? You know it, you're heavy, right? So she's not really around. So it's like now on that side, there's full control type of thing. Well, let me give you an example, right? I said to Be Humble on the phone earlier. We weren't allowed. Were you allowed to go discos now when you were younger? Remember everyone going to Kill a Man at disco? Were you allowed to go? None of us, right?
I went to
yeah, of course you fucking were. We know why you were as well, right?
The roller. You know
right?
the roller.
Which roller? All my mates went, we're meeting, but we're kissing girls. Well, I'm sitting at home playing fucking Crash Bandicoot or something. I haven't even got a memory card. I can't save it. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know the right venue had those underage nights as well? Oh my God.
Right? So, she says, oh, I want to go disco with dog. Goes, you're not going. Oh, but my mom said I can go. No, well, I said, you're in my care. I'm with you now. You're not going. Calls her grandmother. Grandmother comes, picks her up. What happens? She goes to disco.
Yeah, but you've literally said, yeah, so her mom's agreed on something. You've come in, railroaded, because obviously you don't like the word disco anyways, and then hearing that your daughter's going, you've probably gone, no, you're not going. If you didn't want her to go, yeah, you should have talked to her mum. It's not through her. Talk to her mum, be like, I don't like this, yeah? You don't want her to go, her mum wants her to go, yeah? You gotta come in the middle and have a compromise, yeah? So that means maybe she goes once and then she doesn't go again, or she misses this one out and you can go when your exams are finished. But you can't just like, you're obviously gonna get mad because one person saying one thing, the other person saying something, like that would piss me off, especially with all my hormones and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think you just need to stop going through her. Do you know what I mean? Like, come and have a backup plan. Like, have a plan together. Don't have to be friends. Don't have to be civil.
And I appreciate that, Ree. But like I said, this is why. And like, the reason why I'm saying all this stuff, because obviously this is going to be kind of the theme of my live show, right? Where it's like a lot, because I want to get very deep. I don't want to see, because, you know, people are sensitive, yeah? But I've been through a lot. Right? And I understand the power of influence, yeah? And there's a lot of young men that watch me, you know? And there's a lot of young men that probably aren't as strong as me. And my strength isn't me. Do you get me? My strength comes from what I listen to in church, what I read, what my mother tells me about God. That's where my strength comes. Not everybody knows that. And let's be real as well. A lot of this God stuff is boring to people. Do you get me? But that boring has saved my life. Yeah. Because I think about it, yeah? Like, okay, it's my birthday today, right? I didn't hear from my child.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't hear from... And this is not... I'm not crying here, by the way. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, when you read, there's so many affirmations in that book that tell you about, like, I'm always going to be with you. And then when you deep, like, why Jesus died and all for you and your sins and your sicknesses, when you really deep that, I'm like, I am good. I don't need anybody. Do you know what I mean? In a sense, obviously, look, I love my son. I do love my daughter. I love my family, whatever. But at the minute, it's like, there's a lot of darkness. Do you know what I mean? And I like, if I can, like, influence some people on a sense of, like, talk about my life, don't make the mistakes I've made, because there's mistake. I don't blame her. Do you know what I mean? There's mistakes that I have made that's led to a lot of stuff. Because I said this earlier to someone. I said to B earlier. There's a lot of people who have a problem with me, you know. that can't just be everyone else's fault. I have to look at myself.
100% look inwards.
I have to look at myself. Do you know what I mean? And you know, even like, I wanted to discuss like birthdays as well. What's your thing on like birthday? You know, when people are like, we always get upset. The people, look, you get millions of people wishing you happy birthday, but it's the ones we remember, the ones that didn't wish happy birthday. What's your thing on that? No, you get mentioned on Instagram, and what's your man's thing on that?
I don't really.
You don't really care?
No, bro.
No, cause okay, I won't.
really don't.
No, because obviously I remember I have a friend that before she obviously has a kid or whatever, yeah, and she said to me like, "Oh, don't go. Obviously you have kids and all blah blah blah," but some of my friends didn't wish my child happy birthday, and I feel a certain way over it. You get me? Am I tripping or what? I was like, no, when it comes to kids' birthdays and all, like, it is, I hear it, like, you get me? Like, I do hear it.
I get it, but, like, it's not that deep either. Like, just keep it moving then.
Yeah. Like, can you right now name all your friends' kids' birthdays?
No, but, like,
that's what I'm saying.
On the day, you'll see, like,
I get it, but I just think you're maybe focusing on the wrong things then. Like, focus on the people that did wish them happy birthday.
Yeah,
and if you thought that person was a better friend and you didn't hear from them, you move accordingly going forward.
No, on the point I was making on birthdays, obviously, so it's like your own... Only your mum wished you happy birthday, right? Yeah, only your mum. And then obviously your child, and it's like not a lot of people. That's dark. It's still dark.
Yeah.
Obviously, do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say like I don't care, but it's like I'm not sad, but I'm like there's a bigger focus here. Like I'm fine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like to be honest, it's just like I'm not excusing behaviors and stuff like that. But do you remember when you were that age? Like, were you wishing everyone happy birthday? Do you know what I mean? Like,
But I think he means people in general, but like, because you've been probably going through it anyways lately, your mind's probably on the more, not negative, but darker side. So it's your birthday. Instead of focusing on who has wished you a happy birthday, not that you're just focusing on who hasn't,
I'm
but
not talking
like,
about people. See, whoever's beefing me, I don't get in line. I don't give a rat's.
Yeah.
None of you will do one anyways. There was one, okay, I don't want to keep mentioning this, right? I promise, I swear on my both kids, I'll mention names, but there's one person that I was having a back and forth with. I saw him the other day. It's not that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anytime anyone melts off, it's never that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that. I don't care about that. I'm talking about like stuff that's dark and deep to people. Do you get me? Where it's like your family, your child. Do you know what I mean? So for young men, like when you're in a situation like, I wish now I put my ego aside with her mum,
yeah.
and we will be in a better position right now. Because
Yeah.
right now my ego, my wanting to be right has damaged a lot of shit.
yeah.
Do you get me? There's no, like I remember someone telling me that's also co-parenting, was like, you know what? There's no point, just not let her win, but it's like, just don't try and be the one that's right, because she holds the power, because then she has the kid, do you know what I mean? They have the more influence.
Do you not
get me?
think, even with your daughter, it's a little bit of ego as well? Because like, you're saying that you know you've made mistakes, but then your response is like black and white, like that's it, respect your elders, da-da-da. But like you said, obviously it was very consistent for her for a long time growing up.
Yeah.
When that consistency gets taken away from a
Yeah.
child, that impacts them a lot. Like, and not that it's your fault, like
100,
things happen in
100,
life,
yeah,
but
100%.
that might have changed up the way she was acting towards you as well. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And just not to take things personal.
Yeah.
She's a kid, like,
No,
do you know
I
what
don't.
mean?
Listen, like I said to her, I was like, I'm here. Like, you can say all these things all you want, chat pal, and you hate me, don't speak to me.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready to calm down, I'm always here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Yeah.
it. That's
I'm
it. That's
always
what it's
here,
all about.
so-
Like,
But do you like see the way when there was on a consistency and was like, did you discipline? Do you get me?
didn't
Were you
need- I
the
didn't
discipliner?
need, like, she's fantastic. Like, before all the shit, it's like, obviously you'll have like, so for me, like, right, what I'm trying to instill in her is like work rate. So you come to the house. I'm not saying like, other African like in the household, you're cleaning, you're cooking, blah blah blah, none of that. Obviously, wash your plates and put the bins out. Little stuff, do you know what I mean? And I'm sure her mum does that as well, you know. So by any times like she was out of line, or even like if I'm getting reports back from my mother, like, oh, she's messing up, I check her, like, do you get me? Like, listen, behave yourself and all, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was seeing myself more as like the like half and half. Didn't want to be fully in like how we grew up, do you know what I mean? Because these kids today won't be able to handle that.
But then
Do
how
you know
are
what I
you
mean?
expecting the same thing from like a half mentality? Do you know what I mean? That's why I asked you, like, did you discipline? Do you know what I mean? Like, were you the fun dad? Do you know what I mean? Being like, we'll have a laugh, you know, do these bits and bobs. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Because then how can you expect her to be like, oh, now I'm gonna listen? Do you get me? That's why I said, are you like, were you friends?
I'm with you. Do you know what, Ray? I'm with you. I hear what you're saying, bro.
I feel
yeah?
like you were friends. Like,
No, we were.
Yeah.
Of
when I
course,
think
of
about all
course.
the videos just
No, of
posting,
course,
all like
no,
the
of
stories.
course. But
having a
why?
good
I
time.
just think, do you know what? I just think like being away for so long, and obviously there's more obviously context to why
Yeah.
things are how they are. But it's just like, I just think that it's that time away, you lose leverage. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
lose your bargaining chips. you
I
know?
I don't think it's as much that as you think.
No.
I think it is.
I think time away, it creates like an uprooting in her life kind of thing. Because
Yeah.
she was obviously a kid. She had consistency where she was in her mom's and then she was in yours. When that changes for a child, that could be a big adjustment. And that might be reflected in her behaviour towards you.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's your fault or, you know, life happens, but
Oh, yeah, I think it is my
I-
fault. It is my fault.
no,
Well-
like stuff happens, Dango. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it like that, but I just mean maybe that was her kind of consistency uprooted from her. So maybe that is reflected in her behaviour
Yeah.
as well. But I wouldn't take it personally. Like, I think,
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking it personally.
Yeah.
I'm one of them. I'm like I said. Go on.
But even if it was your fault or not, yeah, it doesn't matter because it's the past. You can't change it. It's already happened. You got to look on how you can do better, how you can make it better. Yes, you might not have been there, and the consistency was lost, but now you have a chance to be consistent. You can try do better. You can try instill what you want, what you want properly. You can do it, and you're probably gonna mess up again. She's gonna mess up again. Yeah. But if you stay on the right track and stay, my favorite saying, stay in your own lane. Do you know what I mean? Like stay focused on what you need, like what you want from the situation. You can get it back, and you can get that beautiful relationship.
No, my big thing, and it's like, I know this is gonna help me even improve in this game here. Is like accountability. Yeah. Like being able to like, right, I was wrong, and put your hand up. You know, because even like another person in the game I had conflict with. You remember after the charity game last year? I went on a blocking spree.
Oh, I don't remember who it was.
I'm not gonna say names.
I think I remember.
I'm not gonna say names. I blocked someone anyways. It's in our game, and we'll talk. You're doing it. I'll talk on camera.
I'm really thinking. I'm like,
yeah.
I'll text you.
No, I know.
No, she doesn't know. I'll text you. He texted me happy birthday anyways today, right? And
he's not friends again.
No.
So you unblocked?
I blocked him. I unblocked him then.
That's what I'm saying though. Why
you do that? You're like, that's it, bridge burnt, and then you're like, actually, you know what? They're okay.
But how can you take? But you're not serious. You're not serious, like because you keep blocking people and then being like blocking, and you're like,
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was after.
Where was I?
I remember.
Because it was after the charity game.
Why?
Because obviously they always slag. Like, there's 4 other people on the team. There's 4 other people on the team, yeah? I get stick.
Because it's the way you go on leading up to the match.
So what?
And then the tantrum after.
These people can't kick a ball that I'm playing with. Right? So it's like...
Did you win last year?
You know I didn't win.
I can't remember.
You know I didn't win though. You know I didn't win. You're getting broke with me, so we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Right?
Listen,
pro bowler.
I'm actually sicko.
He texts me happy birthday and blah blah. He's like, oh, we probably aren't as close because of like the blocking and all last year.
They're gonna know who they are
and
now.
I was like,
you're implicating us with so many things in this episode.
No, but like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
I'm not saying that I'm bad. I'm holding myself accountable. Yeah, I'm holding myself accountable. Yeah, we're grand now. And I just goes, no, listen, you know what? That was my fault. Me being petulant and childish. Like that was stupid on my part.
Okay.
Do you get me?
Good.
That was very stupid on my part.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, you know, not even to like to say out like that. I'll hold it. Do you know what I mean?
That's
you
nice,
need to stop blocking people.
Yeah.
Like unless block people if you're serious. If you're not serious, stop the blocking spree. Do you know what I mean? Stop.
It's like an online tantrum that you have.
But we had that conversation the other day, right?
Yeah.
Stop burning bridges. How far do you have to get violated to not burn a bridge?
No,
but these that one there is petulant, right? That one's stupid, and I'll hold my hands up to that, right? But there's some violations, Reed.
I'll tell you, right? Just don't burn it. Walk away.
But why do you
walk away? Why do you have to burn it?
Why do I need to?
When someone shows you something you don't like, just move.
Why do I need to follow you on social media?
You don't need to. What?
Why do I need to follow you on social media if I don't?
Mute them. You don't need to unfollow them. Just mute them.
Because it just shows that you're pressed. It shows that you're pressed.
Yeah, it does.
Like if you
I am pressed.
Well, okay.
That's you initiating more beef, like it is.
because you're literally like, because
you know it is, don't you?
No, Smiley said the exact same thing to me. No, you're not
like,
chatting shit. Smiley said the exact same thing to me, yeah? But why should you have someone on social media that you don't fuck with?
Because you want them to be like, oh,
is it not embarrassing when a month later you make up and you have to follow them, unblock them and follow them again?
You have to hit that follow back.
Would you rather have just not done it in the first place? You know what I mean?
Like,
so you might know block people?
No. Am I 12?
But then, like, can I ask a question? Do you...
I'm going to ask you a question. Am I 12?
Oh, God.
Wait there.
Do you block them or do you remove...
Remove everything. I'll remove my own followers as well.
Who follows them back? Who follows back? Who follows who back afterwards? You know who? I don't know.
There's a couple of people that haven't followed back and I won't be following back. Stay there. Hold that.
No, but I'm saying about the people that you have followed back.
Hold on. If I'm in the wrong, if I'm in the wrong, yeah, and I apologise and blah blah, and I blocked you, yeah, I'll stop making that face. Stop making that face.
I just want you to be like.
Say for instance, Ash, say for instance, right? You know how much you've done for me, yeah? A lot. And how Ash is the one that uploads the episodes, all this stuff, carry on, right?
Yeah.
So imagine that one day I'm talking to, say, I don't know, let me not name names, but I'm talking to someone anyways, right? Ash is not uploading properly. She's fucking rubbish. State of these posts that she's doing for me. Her marketing and skills is shit. I should have stuck with Smiley. Say you heard all that. Would you not feel away?
I would, yeah, but I'd approach you and say, what's up? I wouldn't block you and
Yeah.
I wouldn't go into that. Like, I approach the person or...
But obviously,
if I'm feeling
would
the type
that
of
not
way,
upset you after everything you've done?
Yeah, it would
and
be.
this,
So
that, and
I would
that?
move accordingly. I wouldn't block you.
I'm sort of laughing.
But like, do you get me?
Like, you can't just...
Blocking, I think, is acting off impulse.
Yeah, because you want to try hurt them. That's what I'm saying is...
Or that's your power, like,
Yeah, I block them.
it,
But
like-
then you're the same person that has to follow them back. Like, that's what I'm saying.
It's 2v1 here, I can't lie.
Yeah, no,
Just give us a call before you block them. We can only talk you down from anything.
Yeah, no. But no, sometimes you can't even talk you down,
No,
to
I
be
swear,
honest.
no. What was...
Well, go
This
on.
fellow's like, I'm about to go on live now. I don't care. You can't stop me. I don't know what it was, but you held off. I said, please just give me tonight and see if you want to do it tomorrow. And you didn't.
Yeah.
Would
Do
you
know
look at
what?
that?
I'll give you your flowers in the sense of you might not listen now, but you'll listen later.
You do.
You do listen later.
Amelia rang me. I was talking to Amelia the other day. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday.
Yeah.
And what day was I going mad again?
This is what I'm saying, bro.
Well, I was going mad over something. Oh, no, yeah. You're right. So the day after I crashed out, so Amelia was like, "Do you know what? She'll leave it for a day or two. Then she knows when.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when it's there and then, just leave me be, man.
Yeah.
Leave me be, because I'm gone. I'm not coming back.
But that's why you need to learn how to self-regulate. See the way when you go to crash out
Do you know,
moments.
it's easy saying that, man.
Just have no expectations, to be
Easy
honest.
saying that.
It's the
Do you
easiest
know
way
what
to
it
not
is?
be
Though?
disappointed,
I think as well. Like people may disagree because obviously I got a lot of lovely messages today though, which affirmed for me that, do you know what? Maybe because obviously you're paranoid because you think people think this of you, yeah. Because you are ultimately know who you are. Do you get me? I know the type of person I am. Do you know what I mean? I'm not what people think I am. Obviously on camera, not that I put on an act because this is me. Do you know what I mean? This is fully me, but there is a certain. Sometimes I do try and keep up a certain persona, you know, and it may come across like this fella's a wanker. Do you know what I mean? But I know who I am. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think I give myself so much to people.
Yeah.
Well, especially when you're close to me.
Yeah.
And when you wrong me, I'm so hurt. That's when I vent. Do you know what I mean? It's not because I'm venting because I'm fucking ADHD or something like that. But I think I am on the spectrum. Yeah. But it's like. But it's like, remember we said that the other day?
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm saying it to you.
Remember we were saying it the other day,
Yeah.
right? But it's like, yeah, it's like, you like, I love this person or like I care about this person. I've said good things about you, blah, blah, blah. That's what I lose. I was like, how could you hurt me type of things, you get me?
And it's good to love people and, but you're clearly putting people on a pedestal in your head and your expectations of other people are too high so that when they do say something, your mind, you can't even comprehend that they would do this because you have them on this pedestal. And it's not to say to like have no expectations, but just like let them theory.
Let them, yeah. But do you ever just look at people, and see, like think about why they did that? Do you know what I mean? So sometimes you think, this person hurt me because they wanted to hurt me. But most of the time, people hurt like others because they're hurting for themselves.
Projecting shit.
Do you know what I mean? They're projecting. So it's like, see the way, I can be a crazy crash out, to be honest, and I've got such a hot head. You probably will never see it online,
No.
I might.
You only give out to me. I get it out of you.
No, that's not. You haven't
that's
hit
medium.
the iceberg.
That's medium.
Phone
Getting
calls,
up, like that's
everything.
crashing out in person.
You should see me. I crash out like no one else. Yeah, but you won't see it. But it's like I can get to a point because I've actually realized, with me and my babes, like we are such opposite people because I'm such an emotional person, and he is emotional, but in different ways. And I've realized, okay, it's okay that I'm emotional, but it's like sometimes the way I'm emotional is not too much, but it's like I also have to remember like nobody else can save me. Do you get me? Because most of the time we're crashing out, to be honest. It's because we want a reaction, but we want to be like comforted. And that's what I'm saying about self-regulation. Do you know what I mean? Like you gotta actually look at yourself and be like, let me take a minute, Because see the way when you're in your crash out mindset, and you're literally like, do you know what I mean? You want to punch walls and everything. When you actually step back, and you like take a few deep breaths, you're literally like, okay, maybe I don't want to punch walls, and you can actually think about why you're angry. Because when you get to that heightened emotion, you're not thinking straight, and that's what you said.
And it's not productive.
Nobody
That's when
can
you
reach
do the shit that you regret. Do you get me? So
it's like,
Did you see me that day I crashed out when I was in Liffey Valley?
bro, Bro, I didn't even look at the stories, bro. Because I was
what?
literally like, I didn't even look at the stories. I haven't been online.
Oh,
I think I saw one story and I said...
Remember when I spilled the coffee all over my foot and all?
No way.
Was that recent?
What?
Do you remember Leafy Valley a couple of weeks ago? Remember that anonymous?
Do you know, I actually can't keep up with the crash outs at this stage. I don't know which one you're talking about. Like,
No, this is what I always say, right?
Genuinely.
Someone texted me the other day, it's like, poor Ash, man.
bro, like...
You're all suffering how Smiley suffered, man. Smiley used to get legal emails and all. But did you, what did you say? You said you only watched one story.
I said I can't because I know my capacities, yeah? And sometimes I just don't have the capacity. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So I was literally like, do you know what? When I have time, I'll check in on you. And I did. I said, everything all right? Do you get me?
No, the best one was, I'll say it, she won't mind. You know Nelly who's performing at the show?
Yeah.
So she texted, so obviously I went to church the next day. And she texted.
After the crash out?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was like,
In the same place you crashed out.
Yeah. So I was like, obviously, you know what? And people that go to that church, they know, like, we all see each other. Everyone's there, you know. The influencer church, they're calling it, yeah? So we're at the cross-on stand or whatever, and I'm buzzing, like, everyone's there, we're hugging and talking, catching up. I'm like, oh, I feel good now, do you know what I mean? I feel better after yesterday, you know? And then she texted me, she was like, oh my God, Dongo, I'm so happy you feel good. I was too scared to text you yesterday.
Oh my God.
I was like, I was actually laughing my head off. Like, I was laughing my head off. But do you remember we had our meeting the other day, remember?
No, don't, because I was traumatized. Are you going to talk about that, man?
No, yeah. Talk about the crash out the other day, man.
I didn't crash out. Some old man crashed out.
Some man crashed out. Did you tell you about it?
No.
Really?
No,
No,
but
you know what I'm like.
Ash is like...
I get traumatized so easily.
Gets caught up with the crash outs.
No, this fella in there. Where was it? Cafe Nero?
You're sitting in Cafe Nero.
No, listen to it.
Literally just minding our business.
I should have recorded him. I should have recorded him.
You would have. God knows what that fella would have done if he seen a phone. Like, no, the fella crash out. You haven't seen crash out like this man.
Can you do his voice?
I'm not going to do the voice. I think
I'm going to try to do his voice.
I don't know if he's all there. Like, do you get me? But did he say he was? I don't want to. Did he say he was
on the? Never went the spectrum. He is on the low.
No. We can't. We're gonna have to remember when we film this because I can't put that.
No, I can put it. I don't give a shit.
Oh my God.
He's on the line.
Anyways, we're sitting there. We're having a meeting. And there's a row of chairs here and the counters here. So some fella's sitting on the last chair and the guys are behind the counter. Some poor kid, about 19, this old man just looks up and he's like, stop fucking staring at me. Like, the guy behind the counter, and the guy's like, I'm not staring at you. Like, and he's like, stop. The fella starts screaming and punching himself in the head, Rena. And he's like, you've got everyone looking at me. Gets up, starts screaming at. He's like, come outside, I'll fucking kill you. Goes outside, picks up a chair. Oh no, before he got outside, I was like to your man behind the counter, are you okay? Because the fella looked traumatized and he thought I was talking to him and he's like, no, I'm not okay. I was like, fuck. So I just turned around to him and I was like, here, there's no need to be going on like that.
There's no need.
No, the fella goes mad. I was like, okay, let me just leave it alone. Then he went outside, picked up a chair, fucked it at the window, and then a load of guards held him there for about an hour.
Off-duty guard that was there. Like,
and they knew him. They knew him. I think it's a regular occurrence.
He tried to. Oh God, I have epilepsy.
Is that what he said?
I'm not well. I have epilepsy. Guy, I was like, yeah, that's good. Just
you can't be throwing.
We can't be throwing chairs. You can't be throwing chairs.
Wait, but do you want to be like this man?
What's that?
You got an insight into your future.
Do you get me? Like, this is what's gonna happen.
I actually fell for him. I get it.
No, but
I wanted to kind of try calm him, but he was that.
No, but
he's from my community, the epileptic community. So I get it. I get it. You can laugh. You want to cut that out there? You can laugh.
Oh my God, no.
I'm saying this is you actually had an insight to your future.
Your future.
Do you get me? Is that what you want to be?
Yeah.
And some youngers are going to be talking on podcasts like that. Production. Some crash out in Leafy Valley.
Nah, but like
that was traumatizing.
No, it was. And look, no one you said that to him when he turned around. I said.
Because I said if I want to get up, I was like, but if he touches me,
if he touches me, I wouldn't be doing this episode. I'd be in jail. So and that's what I didn't say out to Amita because obviously you had got smart with me.
I can't help it sometimes. She knows me so well. I can't help it.
Every single time, do you know what I mean?
I went and gave the guy behind the counter a hug after.
Oh, you did? Of course you did.
I was walking around like traumatized, Brie. Like it was so sad.
I can't even think like any of the times. There's been so many times like we're sitting there like counselling these random people we've met like 5 minutes ago because they're having like freakers.
Oh my God, come here, I'll give you a lot. I'm gonna nearly have to forget them, right? No, people are weird, yeah. Do you see my story this morning?
No.
You didn't see my story this morning? Did you see it?
I'm not online like that.
Yeah, you're not active.
You
like
said
that.
thank you, Jesus, or something.
No,
for
that
your
was
birthday.
my that was private story on Snap.
Oh.
I'm going to walk, right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking through Stephen's Green, and some woman goes to me, sorry, here. Were you in that movie there a couple of minutes ago up the road? I must have to get off the Lewis, right? And then she turned, and I goes, no. All right. I saw a couple of people there that look like you.
Oh my God.
No. Where was it? What movie was it?
I said to myself, Jesus is Lord. I just kept walking.
Wow.
I was like, oh my God. The Irish people are like, oh, fucked.
Something else.
So funny.
Some
But yeah,
characters.
nah, look, listen, there are some characters, but I want to touch on podcasts and stuff a little bit and obviously talk about you, Ray, but you, Ash, yeah? Did you ever really, like, if you're not comfortable, obviously going into full detail, but obviously
About the pod, yeah, there's no beef, like-
no, of course there's no beef.
Yeah.
Of course, I know that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, obviously you started it and it wasn't enough for you, or what's the gig? Because in case people are,
I was going
don't know.
through it at
Yeah.
that time in my life. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like I was contributing a sentence per podcast.
Okay.
I just was not mentally in it. Like,
Yeah.
I literally had a breakdown to Rena. Like, when I look at myself in that first season, I just want to give myself a hug. I'm
How
like,
many episodes did you do?
I just
First
one
one
season,
season.
that was it.
No, but how many episodes? Yeah, in the
I don't know. How many
I think there
episodes did we
was
do?
like, I couldn't even tell you.
A good few, like,
A good
yeah.
few, yeah, like about
Yeah.
10, 12, I say.
It made me realize, I think afterwards, reflecting on it, I don't think I did this for you because it's you, but I'm not a podcaster. Like, I don't enjoy it.
No, I appreciate. Obviously,
Yeah.
my birthday. I said, John, I want to get my friends on.
I wanted to
because obviously when the girls came on my pod originally, it was just because I hadn't, like, you know yourself, sometimes guests act up or whatever. So I said I wanted to officially get you on. I said, right, my birthday, get you on. But obviously, Demi does the radio on the tours, so it wasn't feasible. So I said, you know what, like, my birthday, I just want my friends, just to chill.
know what, I'm
not to be no
actually-
pressure. Do you get me? So I said,
I'm so honoured that you asked us to be here on your birthday.
No,
No, you actually
welcome.
are so honoured.
Nah, because obviously, look, like you guys know the ins and outs of the gig. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I feel comfortable. Like I said earlier, I don't trust a lot of people right now. There's a lot of, it's mad, man's life right now. Do you get me? But I can put my hand on my heart and say I can trust the two of you. Do you get me? Outside of business, we are mates. Like, you know?
Yeah, friendship.
So me, Ash, how many times we always say it's a safe space.
It is.
And we
Always.
we talk.
We talk.
You know what I mean? You know what I
We
mean?
know
So
everything.
Yeah,
We can
so-
never not be friends. Don't crash out on me, ever. I mean it.
Use that block button.
Like, yeah, don't do it.
Well, yeah. So with what, like, obviously you not being there anymore.
Yeah.
And you've seen them progress.
They're killing it.
How, number one, how proud are you of your friend? And then obviously,
I'm
did you,
so
did you,
proud.
did you ever see them going to the levels that they're hitting now already?
100%. Like, I feel
You
like
saw it from day one, yeah?
there's something different from everyone
Yeah.
that's kind of involved. Like, the topics are so current and engaging. Like,
Yeah.
it's always relevant to kind of something that's going on that week as well, which is so good. But no, literally watching them, it's insane. Like, they just did their live show and now they're already back in again with MCD, by the way. Do you get me? That's huge. Like, and they got approached by them. So that's a huge deal. I'm so proud of them. I think it's perfect with just the three of them. I think it works. Do you get me? So, yeah.
I was going to ask you, though, because people will be screaming at me on the screen, yeah? Or listening on, because we're on Spotify now, you know what I mean? Because
I'm telling you.
right? But it's like, do you have a little bit of FOMO that you're not part, or is it like, nah, this is how it's supposed to be?
No, I think I'm just genuinely, I feel like I found my place I think I actually like being behind the scenes. I like editing. I like all that type of stuff. And if I am in front of a screen, presenting, I like presenting, like having a script, knowing what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
Sitting there and kind of having to freestyle for an hour or something. I'm just very introverted naturally, and it's just not in me. Like, do you get me?
Well,
I
freestyle
don't
now, though,
enjoy it.
you're all right.
Well, yeah, it's a one-off. If I had to do this every single week, I would run out of shit to say. Like, do you know what I mean?
Sorry, I just have to, you know, they say push back.
No, yeah, go
And
ahead,
it's like,
go ahead.
That's
crap.
it, like, two, and it's like very good friends. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. See the way it's like, just very good friends, innit?
And I feel like
that comfort of like, you know, you're not like, I think it's like just knowing, even though it's not scripted.
Yeah.
You're not like, you know, like, not that I know what you're gonna say, but I'm saying is like, you just know. Do you get me?
Like if we're presenting, I'm researching the artist and I've got 20 questions that I'm looking at. Like,
and you're going back and it's like you can have those fillers.
Yeah.
But I think like, to be honest,
I'm just really happy for them and their success. Like, and I've been told the door was open multiple times. Do you know what I mean?
Always.
So I've never been made to feel like I can't come back or anything like that. But I'm just really happy for them and what they're doing. I think it works perfectly with the three of them. Do you get me? So, and I'm happy for them and I'm happy to kind of be at the back of things.
Yeah.
I think that's where I like to be.
Do you feel, can I ask this question? Right? Obviously, you know it's if I speak. I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. Number one, it's just I know someone will ask me like, oh, you should have asked this. Mm-hmm. Do you feel elements of it? How can I ask this? Do you feel, I don't know, maybe as well, the connection with black people?
what?
No, it's a question. It's a real question.
No, I get that, but you just said your connection
with black people. Like what?
No, but like you see where like, how can I say this?
No, I feel like me and the girls vibed perfectly. I'm
No,
just
not
a
the
lot
girls,
quieter
the
and more
audience. Just
reserved.
when we're talking about like relatability and all that. Do you feel that could be elements of it as well, or no?
I don't know. I don't think I stuck it out long enough for that to find that out. Like, do you know what I mean?
To be honest, like
Yeah.
we didn't have like, not that we didn't have an audience, but we didn't have
was
like
very
a
much just getting
retention
started.
of viewers.
Yeah.
So to be relatable to like, we didn't find our scene. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, I don't think it's just like, yeah.
Sorry,
it's-
You're so funny
I know
for that,
people
like,
are going to
what?
ask, but I want me to
No,
ask.
but I think it's like, it's not just like the POCs, do you know what I mean, that are watching like GTG and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Like, as well, like, I'm half white, half Irish, do you get me? Like, so there's, it's not just one-sided, do you get me?
Yeah.
And I think we have to stop looking at like, oh, it's one side and the other side, do you get
Yeah.
me? We got to start looking at as, oh, these people are funny. I'm
Yeah,
gonna watch
exactly,
them.
yeah.
They're
I don't like
entertaining.
that.
I
Sometimes
want to watch them.
I do feel like, see with me, like I feel like sometimes how I go on, like growing up, like I got that. Like remember, Mukhtar said it here in one of the episodes. He's like, oh, like, you know, what's it? I feel like white people get me. They get my humor. And sometimes even in this game where like when I'm being sarcastic, where some people take it to heart or take it too far, do you get me? So I find sometimes I even struggle with it, do you get me? But I remember saying like to Mukhtar, like on the episode, it was like, yeah, black people didn't really like me, like growing up, like, because obviously I was with a lot of like white people growing up or whatever. He's like, what you mean? You hosted this and you black this and black that. I was like, you're getting put the black show. I was like, no, but like, so sometimes I feel like, but now it's grand, like, you know, like, I feel like I do get a lot of support from both sides, you know. But
I think it's like
sometimes with my humor, people can not be too fond.
No,
do you know what I mean?
I think like Irish humor is like very
Witty.
witty, yeah.
Witty.
It's very witty, very sarcastic as well.
Yeah.
And it's like that humor, like if you don't get it, you don't get it. Do you know what I mean? But that's like saying like people over in like the States, UK, like they're not gonna get it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just different. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. Like back to Ash. Like I think Ash, like for the first season, yeah, like you were going through it, I was going through it, we were all going through it.
Everyone's
I've been going through it, but
Yeah.
like I think that, you know what, like I obviously, because we started it together, like it's like definitely like I miss you there, do you know what I mean? But that's because you're our bestie. But I think, yeah, there's always a space open for you, there's always a door.
And I do feel that, but that's why I'm saying I'm genuinely just happy to watch you guys flourish.
No, you're a
and
big part.
success.
What I'll say, look, you're a big hand to me. Obviously, your BXB, you do a lot of the graft and
Yeah, well, sorry, she does a lot.
The tournament, like obviously, you're hands on with that as well. The marketing side of things, the posters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're a big part of our culture, man. Obviously, like with BXB, it's grown to a part where like they're putting you in songs. Do you get me?
I know.
Putting you in songs.
Shout
So man,
out,
it's a big
Young
the fits
Country.
of the week. Even though I said it to you the other day, like you haven't seen it in a while. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but
Yeah, let me
fits
get
of the
back
week,
to
we
that.
fits of the week back. You know. So
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
working on it.
I think we
Yeah.
are, because like that's sort of like for a fault of mine, to be honest. Like I feel like because the podcast sort of took off, like it was like trying to balance them both, but it's that's something that we have to do, because BXB honestly our baby, bro. Like
Yeah.
we honestly just look at it, because when you when we think about BXB, yeah, we just think about like just uplifting the scene. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like, cause I know there's so much great talented people now, but there's been great talented people.
Yes,
do you know what I mean?
like, yeah.
And it's like, they just need to be recognized. Like, I don't know if you look like right now, like there's like all these like, except the Black and Irish Awards, shout out, but the rest of these awards, yeah, where are we getting recognized? Do you get me?
Yeah,
like, there's all these awards going on.
I remember the boys got kind of like
Facts.
they didn't get nominated for that RTE stuff or something. That was more that. Remember the RTE stuff?
The album of the year, and they got
Album of the
number one, first time in history.
And they never didn't get. There was more over that, yeah. So I
What
get
I'm
it.
saying is, yeah, like there's like those podcasts. There was those. It was only new. Those podcast awards. There's all these things that are representing Ireland, yeah. But they sort of seem to not look at the Black community.
Because they've done a lot in the sense of like collaborating with the UK, like bringing a lot of that community over to Ireland, letting them see. Like you've actually done a lot with bridging like that as well.
Yeah.
And the fact that the MCD is onto you guys,
Sure,
so you
now.
obviously have the engagement and the audience. It's like to not be recognised by any other platform. Do you get me? And that, I think that's a bit on what you were saying. Like you should just look at a podcast for what it is and not based on someone's skin colour. Like I don't think.
Yeah, and you just gotta
that should
keep.
matter.
You gotta just keep opening the doors for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like if you sit here and just always be like, "Oh, we're not getting given this, we're not getting given that."
No, fuck all. I've said this already. Yeah, look, I'll go back to my football days and about accountability. I moaned a lot, right?
Yeah.
Lack of opportunities, blah blah blah. But then when I start really looking into, you look at successful people, right? And I always say this: young people who are watching, always say this: study. Like I was watching the documentary today of the Olympics, the American basketball team, and LeBron, Steph Curry, who else? Who else was on that team? Kevin Durant. Like these man, they tell their stories from childhood, bro, and it's work ethic.
Yep.
They've had, like LeBron. LeBron came from a single parent household, bro, just him and his mother. He always says it himself, I'm not supposed to be here. Look what he's achieved in his life, 40 years of age, still going.
Yeah.
Millionaire, known all around the world. His son is now playing for the Lakers with him, do you know what I mean? Didn't make excuses. You can't make excuses. So anyone that's, you hear artist or whatever, bro, just keep working and honing in on your craft. Do you know what I mean? Consistency. You can't keep crying about it. Do you know what I mean? Even me, I said to someone the other day when I was top notch. Actually, I was talking to her. She sent me her music years ago, like, and I'm like, I remember, like, I'm not saying that, like, I'm not dogging her music. I'm just saying, like, when I started the podcast thing, notice that, like, when I put the link on my story.
Yeah.
Here's the link. If you wanna go watch. Yeah. I never, like, just see what artists do. Send it. Your fucking Mimi's always at it. Off every bleeding social media.
If you don't back yourself and promote yourself like that, how would you expect other people to? You have to believe in yourself. Like
no, you have to believe in yourself. I get it. I'm not doing like when people do that.
You're not putting in people's faces. But sometimes
this is the point I'm trying to make. When people don't share it, then people don't share, bro.
Yeah. You can't
do you know what I mean?
Like,
just keep going.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna post that and be like, oh, you're not watching my. Like some people even say to me all the time, I don't watch every episode. I goes, listen, it's on YouTube. It's up there forever. Go watch when
I
you can.
get that, but see when you're doing something undeniable, say like Travis and Els with that album, there's no reason they shouldn't have been in that category.
No, of course
they made history. Do you get me? So
100%. But we know the gig on that already. Travis came up here and said it. I goes to him, get number one.
Yeah, but we should be making noise and commotion about it because if we just let it go by again, it's going to happen again next year.
No one's saying let it go, boy. But here's the point I'm trying to make. Yeah. He said like we know the gig on these people. It was gonna happen. Yeah. Like him getting number one doing something for the culture, like that the lads who are rapping or whatever. Say a young Iz or young Bless or fucking young John Boy. I don't give a like young Goody. Doesn't matter, youngsters. You can put your work in and get number one in this country, looking like me. Do you get me? 100%. That's what that says, and it's still impactful.
Yeah, but you know what?
For the suits and the company, no one gives a bollocks, man. We know this.
I don't know. I don't think that people don't give a bollocks, to be honest. Like,
make them uncomfortable though. Shake them up, like put the attention on them. Why aren't you though showcasing these people?
What I'm saying is, we had Young Bless and Mick Medeiros on last week. The episode just released. No, shout out to them. But Mick gave such a humbling story, and hopefully he'll be able to come and sit on this couch to tell it himself. But he talked about how he finished his degree, gave himself 1 year.
I spoke to him. Mick told me the story.
To be a content creator, do you know what I mean? And literally is on panels with brands that he still has unopened DMs from. Do you get me?
Listen, this is...
And it's like, but you got to look at it that, like, that's the grind, do you know what I mean? You can say, oh, maybe that's a lucky person, or maybe he just won it. But it's like, you gave yourself 1 year, and you said, after 1 year, if I'm not going to do this, it's not going to happen for me. Do you know what I mean? And he kept going and going and going, do you know what I mean? Had a plan, had a structure. He didn't just wait for one post to blow, do you know what I mean? There was like, I think he said he had 90 videos lined up before he even posted a single thing.
No, but wait, you're making the point I was making earlier about persevering. I spoke to Mick at one of Esther's events. Everything you were telling me, he's told me.
I thought you were kind of saying, like, don't dwell on people not supporting.
No, I'm still saying that as well. Don't, like, what?
But then you're making two contradicting points.
Okay, did Mick cry about people not supporting him? He was telling me, he was sending, like, nearly 100 emails. I don't know if it was a week or a day. He kept pushing. Look what he's doing. I was gonna do something at the end of this pod.
Job.
I was gonna do something at the end of this pod, and like honorable, give people a shout out. And he was one of them, He met Josh. I texted him the other day. You can ask him this, right? He met Josh Denzel the other day, Josh Denzel is living the life that I would love to live. This is not pocket watching. This is not what's that? Comparisons to Tifa Jordan. None of that crap. This is that he's literally walking with football. He does that when England go away to Euros. He's interviewing footballers every single day, right? Then he's off to the F1. Then he's doing this. Then he's doing that. He's chilling. He is like the presenting aspect of it. That's one of Mick's idols as well. Me and Mick had a conversation, and then boom, full circle. Mick meets him. I'm like, Mick, we were only talking about this 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Do you get me? I was delighted for him, and everything you were saying, that's what I'm saying. You keep on walking. Yes, we get it. And I said it before. Ireland, blah, blah, blah. We're not getting recognised. Cool. Just be, look, you make someone, one of you said it. Be undeniable, bro. Because I don't give a rat's girls. I'm not, you're going to have his opinion, I'm going to have my opinion. What's it called? You can't keep on crying about, nah. You have to keep walking. No one's your saviour, bro. No one cares. I've been the one complaining and moaning for a long time. So the more application you put in with the walk, and that you're moaning, you will get somewhere. Like Mick said, and look what you girls are doing now. What's the one thing I always say this about you girls? I always say it. You just came in and you grafted, walked with everyone. Everyone goes through shit. I was going through shit. How many fucking breaks have I took? I'm taking a break after this fucking show. Do you know what I mean? No, but you kept going. Look at you.
You gotta put your foot on the pedal.
Do you get me?
I have to give my shout out to the girls. Do you get me? Because
of course.
Like, I think we've all just kept each other accountable. Do you know what I mean? And it's handy when you have a team where people can take off the pressures. Do you know what I mean? I feel like definitely like if I gave 100%, like in probably anything that I do, I'd probably be a lot further than I am now. Do you know what I mean? It's just sort of like trying to balance life. No, but
this is what I'm not going to allow you to do this, right? You're not going to put down the impact that you've also had with the... Obviously, the three is work great as a team, And like I said to you, is like, no excuses, no punches. Listen, I'm going to say it. None of you two are not going to do anything to me. You know already the stick that people or lack of this, whatever, but you just kept persevering, bro. You just kept persevering, and look at you. Look, it's an MCD. Approach you. Just doing your show, sold it out, and then you're banging out another show.
Guys, buy tickets, please, and thank you. Buy tickets, please, and thank you.
And like you've made great strides, man, and you've done so well. All these have made an impact.
I don't. Sorry, I don't want it to be taken as like I feel like I haven't contributed to that. Like 100%, I've contributed to that. Do you know what I mean? Like we're all equal parts when it comes to like putting ourselves on the camera, do you know what I mean? The bits that we do, all that stuff. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like from a personal standpoint, for me, I know the levels that I can get to. And it's like I haven't been able to push myself in that standard. Do you know what I mean? Whereas
I have said to you, sorry, and just to piggyback a little bit, I have said to you, like, I'd like to, you need to start talking more a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, 100%.
Well, I remember there was one episode where you were I don't know, you brought, because sometimes I love what you do, like, when you bring on someone that you sit beside them, do you get me? I love when you do that. Who was it? Ruben, was it?
Ruben and Lily,
that was the episode you were shouting. I was like, yes. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, like, I want to ask you this.
Know what? Go on. Do you know what? Yeah, and I think that's it. But to be honest, like I had a baby. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I was moving house. I was looking for houses. Yeah. I was doing all these things. I was in work. Do you know what I mean? Life wasn't going the way I wanted to.
Real life happens in between.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah. And it's like every day, like I'm still like working full time, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to make that
Yeah.
money up. I'm trying to progress
Yeah.
in a professional in my professional career, while also this, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I gotta make money both ways.
And people, like I touched on at the top, if we haven't lost anyone and they're still here, it's like people think they see this, yeah. Number one, they think they can just do it.
Oh, bro.
Right? But then...
Do it.
And not to kind of toot my own horn, but like there's a reason why I'm open about stuff like that. I'm open about, right? But it's like, that is happening also while I'm trying to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Do you know what
Do you get me?
sometimes...
It's not easy, man. You're coming in with a mindset of, I'm not having a horrible day. This person's like, I'm beefing this person or whatever, and I have to come up here for an hour and a half and conduct a fucking interview.
Do you know how many times I've come on that pod after crying in the car?
But guys...
And on the phone to Ash.
Guys, being able to do that, being able to be going through that, being such a crazy mindset, but you still show up and you still work, those are the things that make the difference. And I think that's where consistency comes from. No matter what's going on, you need to be consistent. Like, that's the most important thing. Do you get me?
Do you know what? You have to remind me of something as well, right?
Yeah.
Again, let me go back to it. I was watching Culture Cam, so he's a football podcaster, right? So he does, like, after the games, he's a Man United fan, and there's a Chelsea fan that does, and a Tottenham fan. And obviously they were going to the Match for Hope in Qatar, right? So obviously they're playing against like ex-pros, like Henri's playing, Del Piero, the greats, David Silva, like Pirlo. These are greats I'm naming, yeah? And I was watching his vlog, and he was obviously in the dressing room with all these boys, and I was just thinking, like, Ireland, yeah, there's levels to this. Mm-hmm. Like Chunk, Sharky, Harry Pinero, like, there's levels to this. Mm-hmm. Like, man are getting flown out to Qatar. Do you know what I mean? And I say this, right? I'll go with you, Ree, first, yeah? Do you, because I've had these conversations, and listen, I believe in this country, I believe there's people that are making strides, the Kierans, Victors, whatever, blah, blah. Obviously, use ourselves in a different space, yeah? Do you believe in this country that we have the capacity to really step up and be on that level of these people? Or do you think it's going to be maybe a generation behind us?
I feel like
I have a reason why I'm asking that, but you go first.
Yeah, I actually do believe like we can do that. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be hard, but I think Ireland's adapting and Ireland's growing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're seeing more people like on these reality TV shows from Ireland. You're seeing like all these big like all these people from Love Island always come into Ireland. Do you get me? Like, what's it? Did Catherine and Omar come like fourth on this series of Love Island? Do you know what I mean? There's people doing bits everywhere. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? And like, there's more attention on Ireland, but we gotta keep looking at ourselves, being like, are we relatable to Ireland? Do you know what I mean? Like, are people watching us? Because it's like, we are like doing so well within our community, but maybe there's a reason why people aren't looking in. Like, why? And it's not saying that we have to change ourselves, do you know what I mean? Because be authentic, be true to ourselves and stuff like that. But maybe we're just missing the dime there. Because it's like most of the UK is white, do you know what I mean? They still watch like Chunks, Sharky, do you know what I mean? All the Sideman, do you know what I mean? Like, there's all Nella Rose, like, everybody's watching them, like, laughing, do you know what I mean? Like, Nella Rose was in the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out Here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? One of the biggest things that all the UK people watch. So
I
it's
think
like,
Ireland's just still really fresh, and it's still only, like we always said, it's like a blank canvas, and it's only starting to kind of build now. Like, all these with Travis and Els and Katrin and all these people doing things, that's just the beginning for where we can go, I think.
Yeah.
I think collaboration is going to be really important in that as well.
Yeah.
But I think it is, like, do you get me?
Yeah.
Even us, like, platforms
I agree
like
with you, boys.
Basixback,
I'm laughing
if we
because...
collab, like, even look at us, we're collabing on the charity match, and this is going to be our third year in a row. And hopefully, God willing, it will only get bigger and better every year. Do you get me? And we can collab with more people and more people. Like, this year, or last year just gone, we had Mama She there. We had, you know, we're getting more and more people involved when we do it.
More
so it's
people
like...
are coming as
I
well.
think people collab. It's going to be a bit controversial, but yeah. I think people are only willing to collab when
it benefits them.
they're on a,
but
no,
it's business.
not even a benefits to them. Okay, say for instance, right, I'll give me an example. I'm 6,000 followers, 22 on TikTok. Someone at that level will willing to collab with you. But once they reach a certain number, I've said this before, it's out the window. I feel, and I was shouting about this before, I don't want to mention names or whatever, blah, blah, out of respect or whatever, but it's like, I think when certain people reach a certain status or number or whatever, it depends on the collab.
But maybe it's like if it suits their brand as well. I don't know, like Look at some of the people we have playing in the charity matches. I feel like there's people with a lot of followers that were playing, that gave us the time of day, that wanted to be involved. That interests them, and that's
What about the guy with the 1 million followers? Would if you contacted him, would he play?
We're back to this conversation.
No, it's relevant to the point that I'm making.
Okay.
No, but
okay.
Do you know what
Because if he didn't have 1 million followers, he's playing.
No, but what I'm saying is what I've realised.
Do you get what I'm saying?
What you're saying is people with 1 million followers, their followers are their bank. Do you get me? Like they're getting paid. Do you know what I mean? Like they're getting paid from their lifestyle that they live, the content they create. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a lot more, and like that's not a 9 to 5 anymore. That's like a 7 to 7. Like, do you get me?
Yeah, no.
And it's like, but you gotta realize, it's not saying that they don't want to collab. Do you get me? But it's sort of like this is how they make their money now. So they're trying to figure out the best way to them. Am I saying I think it's right? No, but I'm saying is I can understand it, because when you get to a certain level, it's not about doing it because we're friends or you know each other or I believe in you. It's about, like, you're not going to go into an office, do your job for a competitor for free. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to do it. You're not going to go in and say, I know that person.
What
we used
Dongo
to work
said
together.
about it when it first happened, I feel like you said, or after you reflected on it a bit, and I kind of agree with this. He didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to put anyone on, but it would have been nice if he did.
No, we're making two different points. Let me make this point for you.
Right.
To what you just said, right? You don't have to work for collab with someone for free or whatever. I watch a lot of content because this is what I want to do, a lot. There's a lad called Still Ryan from Liverpool, right?
I watch him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're from Liverpool, right? Jamie Carragher, Champions League winner, 700 appearances for Liverpool, 737 to be exact, for the football nerds, Played with Steven Gerrard, Luis Suarez, all these man, right? I was watching him on Still Ryan's podcast. He goes, because it's you, Ryan, this is I don't want to do podcasts anymore. Because it's you, I'll do it. That's Jamie Carragher.
Wow.
And Still Ryan is like me and you. Obviously, he has loads of followers now and he's trying to build his thing. Do you get me? I'm saying now, someone here in Ireland gets a little bit of flavour and clout, before they will do. But when I've said, and this is not just about content creators or artists, I've been saying this since back for football days, where lads are getting trials for Chelsea or whatever, or signing for fucking Watford or something, Fulham, and then they're gone. They're not following you on social media. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but where are they now?
Where are they now is a fucking good question, right?
But that's what I'm
John
saying.
said. Hold on, sorry, love, right? What John said about Jordan, I detuned you when he went on charge. No, people clown John.
He followed him back then.
People clown exactly. But I heard what he was saying. When you were making emo music, I was there. No, you may laugh. John was right. We were supposed to make tunes together. Now you've blown. Like, I know you. Do you get me? Now you've blown. Like, I know what angle John's coming at, because now it's gone like this. But other people will argue, I'm in a different tax bracket now. I'm getting nominated at Grammys. Why am I trying to talk to this fella from Springfield? You know what I mean? Like, I hear it. I hear that as well. So that's why, to the point I was making to you, I was like, collabs, it's great, but people, I feel like, this is me, my opinion. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying I'm right before I get cooked again, because many man cooked me, right? If me, Goody, I do another mad thing, and I start getting mad followers and all that, blah, blah. Basixback want to use my name for a charity and blah, blah. Do you don't think for a second I'm going to help Basixback, because I know my name carries weight?
Yeah.
But let's say,
for a second.
But not everyone is like you.
No, exactly. That's what I was told. I was like, not everyone. And I even listened to Kevin Hart, right? Kevin Hart said it. He's like, he's gonna stop trying to project his feelings on people, because not everyone's gonna do what the heart that he has. You get me? And I understand that. But I'm saying, for me to help grow the thing, and the collabs to be a bit better and open up, I think, like, when you're reaching a certain level and you're the guy with the numbers, help your people.
Yeah,
That's
but I'm saying is, let's say we didn't know you, we didn't know you.
That's what I'm saying.
You're like on 2 million followers and stuff like that, We hit you up, say, oh, you want to do the charity match? Leave me on the delivered.
I'm doing it.
Fair. But I'll keep it moving.
Let me give you
a
a perfect example. Smiley starting his business, Gone Trail. Go open the Google app, whatever you find these apps, Smiley told me to hit up Nasty, right? Because Nasty does the food thing. So obviously, he wanted to do some content with him or something like that, I was like, Smiley, no problem. I know the guy Nasty on the podcast. He follows me. I'm in his private story. I text him. That message is still sitting there. But you know, as big as his following got, it changes. You get me?
No, but I'm not saying that, bro. Have you
Ben
tried
Williams? Let me text Ben Williams now. See if he texts me now.
No, but I'm saying is, it's not even about
Ben
that.
Williams. Let me text Ben Williams now. with his new BMW. Let me text Ben Williams now.
But-
He's not texting you back.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Ree?
But I'm saying
right.
no, I'm saying is try text me during Monday to Friday. I'm not replying. Do you get me? Like, I'm just saying you gotta like think about it as
No,
saying that.
Ree, that's
but-
different. Ree.
No, but it's
KD
not.
doesn't. And many times we have to text this fella to get an episode. Right? That's different. I'm even on D&D. You have to ring me like 5 times if you want to catch me. I'm talking about, let's stick to the subject matter, yeah? Content stuff. We're trying to grow Ireland. We're trying to figure out ways. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like I'm speaking to the people.
But then why are we crying about the ones that don't want to collab? Let's work with people that do.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, but I hope I get to an opportunity where one day, Victor Alfred's guy, what's his name? What's that guy's name? His ex-manager. He was attacking me anyways on TikTok. He was basically I was a hater, blah blah, this that and that. I'm like, I wish now I get in that position where I have the numbers, I have the clout, and I'll try to help as many as I can. Do you know what I mean?
But the thing is, your time gets filled. That's what I'm saying is your time gets filled. Like I'm saying is, I 100% like. Somebody asked me to do anything. I remember we finished a pod one of the days. Sorry, girl. We finished a pod one of the days, yeah, and there was people in here filming. I can't even remember their name. Sorry, but they were like, "Oh, we text you on Instagram, and like you didn't text us back. Like we wanted to do a collab. It was about doing accents." Do you know what I mean? If the name is here, put it in the below because I'm acting stush, not remembering names. Do you know what I mean? No.
40k followers. Look at where you're moving.
No, yeah. But check my personal has like 2k or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was literally like, oh shit, sorry, like I'm not like I just don't check my phone, don't check my message request, whatever, yeah. And like I literally have about 2k followers, so I have no business to be acting like that. But I stayed here, did the pod, like I did the accents and all. I haven't, like, to be honest, I probably haven't even watched the video, but that's not because I don't like it or whatever. Like, I just,
You did your bit.
I did my bit.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is, yeah, 100%, like, that's the type of person I am, but that's the type of person that I am, do you get me?
That's fair.
There's some people,
Having too many expectations again.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. No, but what we do, though, is, like, someone even, because I put it up the other day on my story, someone was like, oh, Dongo, like, can you help this charity out and all? So we're getting people that are putting up charities that we can help because obviously we're making an impact. I think the first year, what we raised like 300, was it?
Yeah.
And it was 500 last year.
But
So it's going.
Sorry, let me say about that, the BXB charity football match, yeah? Like, we started something, yeah?
Yeah.
We did start something. There's been loads of charity matches, yeah? We could have looked at being like, oh yeah, you're copying us, like what the hell, do you know what I mean? No, like at the end of the day, we're all raising money for charity.
Yeah.
Like we didn't start that charity match because we were like, oh, we want to be the only persons that have a charity match, have football. Do you know what I mean? We started it because we were raising it for a cause, do you know what I mean? And if all these other people, I'm proud of us that we started something that other people be like, oh, we can adapt to this. We can do it our own way. Do you know what I mean? Fair play. Do you know what I mean? It's like you got to have your mindset on it. If we keep looking at like, yeah, it's okay to be competitive. It's okay to be have competition, but be competitive with yourself. Do you know what I mean? We'd be like, now it's sort of lights the fire under our ass to be like, wow, there's actually people that like what they're doing. Now we gotta figure out how we can be a bit better. Do you know what I mean? How we can stand out a bit more. Do you know what I mean? And that's what you gotta do. And like, if these people aren't like, if next week, all the people that we're gonna reach out to, none of them wanted to do the charity football match, we're not just not gonna do it. We'll find other people. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the cause and the purpose of why we do the things that we do is our main goal. Like, and that's the main thing that you have to think about. Why are we doing these things? Are we doing it for clout? Are we doing it for extra followers? Are we doing it for cash? Do you know what I mean? Like for BXB, we're doing it. Like we're doing it because it's genuinely something that we love. If I told you the money that I have put in to this, do you get me? We have put into this
for years.
Would have been able to buy a house. Do you know what I mean? I would have been able to buy a house. Do you get me? And it's like nobody sees that bit. You don't see us complaining that when we started off, we're texting everyone being like, can you like this? Can you follow this? People are texting us back. Can you stop
sending
texting
me your stuff? Like literally, the amount of times I used to DM everyone everything every time.
Like, used to give me anxiety. Do you know what I mean?
I'd be like, fuck it, like everything. But like,
and like we guys sit there and being like, you know what, like, and you know what, I'm proud of us. Might like definitely feel like probably could have more recognition, but that's not the reason why we do it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, need to start making money, like have a family and stuff like that.
Listen, you see with that, right? So don't know the person I text you, the name I text you on your phone there.
Yeah.
Is my works my job, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't know, right? So I was walking today And I made to my point, right? It's like, she's like, are you Dongo? I was like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, you're my son's friend, blah blah. I was like, oh shit, like hello. But I was like, it was at the start it was great. Oh, you're Dongo. People want to pick like. Now I want to make money now. I don't care about all that now. Do you know what I mean? So you're right. You're spot on. Like, you want to start making bread from this thing.
Yeah, but it's like, how can we make like? But that's why I got to think about it as well. How can we make a purpose? Do you know what I mean? And still make it profitable. Yeah. I'm not saying that profiting off people, but just profitable so we can keep going.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Self-sustained. Yeah, no, definitely.
Self-sustained.
Because, let me tell you something, right? So we talked about like obviously live shows, yeah. So obviously mine's in 2 weeks from. Well, it'll be a week from when this is out.
Yeah.
Will it?
Oh my God.
Yeah. About a week, about 2.5 weeks, a week and a half or whatever, right?
Yeah. Buzzing.
And like, Talking Bollocks they done National Stadium last year. 2 dates.
Wow.
So National Stadium is 2,000 seater. Sold it out. 35 quid a pop for a ticket. Do the maths. I know they walk a goal out. No, this is me giving them credit. Like, I know obviously they get the support of the people and they do great work. Do you get me?
Yeah, but you gotta think about all the costs. You see 35 tickets, yeah? 100%. That sounds like a load of cash, yeah?
No, they don't get the whole lot. No, obviously the cost. No, of course.
But
they're walking away with a bit of change. They are.
After doing a live show, I've realised, like, it's not as much. Like, when you want to start putting time, like, you start investing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The return. It's not a lot. Do you get me?
No, I know. I feel you. We'll talk numbers after. I feel you. But it's like, yeah, so even with the other day, Terrence even actually, he texted me. He was like, because he's always showing love. Because one episode, I don't know, who do I have on? He watched one episode and he texted me for, I think it was Kiefer's episode. And I think I said something positive about him. He was showing love. And I was just like, the other day, I was like, they sold out Vicar Street, which is 1,000 seater. Right? Because I look at these venues, like, for just for in the future, you never know how far you grow. And 3 days, sold out.
So, would you not go on Talking Bollocks?
Sold out. So, here's the thing I talked to you about earlier. Numbers. Yeah, he's writing to me and all, right? But when you're writing to him to collab,
okay, so then let's think outside the box. What else can you be doing to get your face out there beside podcasting? Presenting. You're really good at presenting.
Yeah, no, Smiley had a conversation yesterday. He saw the viral, you know, a video on TikTok where I was screaming when Arsenal...
Yeah.
Can you insert that?
Into this? Yeah.
Would that be too much? We need to find it.
I'll find it first. We'll see,
right? But yeah, John was like, Goody, I've been telling, like, you went viral. Like, I've been telling you, like, do football.
But all that, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember your first 2 seasons, even your first 3 seasons? I remember, you put up a TikTok, you get like minimum 900 likes on any video, like 1K likes, 1K likes,
That was peak Dongo.
That was peak. Your followers were going up and up and up, and like, to be honest, your retention is great. Like, do you know what I mean? Your retention on YouTube is out there, outstanding. Clap, clap, clap. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you still have it there. Do you know what I mean? But your consistency, it's gotten better. Yeah,
it has.
But we need to see, like, I think you just need to be smart with your consistency as well. Not every day live. Do you get me? I know the people might hate me for that, but
I'm not live.
I'm not. Okay, I'm not.
Speaking of, you need to be live for the next 2 weeks on a Friday. On a Friday, talk about your live show. Thank you.
I mean, you said to me the other day, like, yeah, you need to bring the lives, but I haven't been live in ages.
No, what I'm saying is, like 100% for the live show. Boost that promo, do you know what I mean? Guys, Dongo's live show, 15th of March, be there or be square, do you know what I mean? We're going to be there.
Did she tell you that you're hosting, by the way? Did she tell you?
I told her you said this,
Do you think I'd be a good host?
Yeah.
No, like, do you know?
Oh, that's crazy, bro. I said, do you think I'd be a good host? You go, oh.
No, you would be a great host, but it's not like hosting. It's like,
do you know where
I don't think. Okay, from your live show, I want to touch on it a little bit because we need to leave because it's late. Yeah, but it's like, do you think you need a host really?
No.
These are presenters yourselves. You don't really. I said to him the other day, like, you don't really need a host. That's a waste of money, I think.
I think it's no harm, but I also think you can
it's
make it work without a host.
Okay, take my show for instance, right? Like, no, I won't do that actually because my man knows I won't do that. But like, you know.
Oh God.
What?
No, I know. Don't. No, I know what he's gonna say. So, anyways,
yeah, go on. I don't think you need a host. So I said, like, you just
rock up, what's the
story, welcome everyone in. I have a little thing planned. Hopefully that works out. Get them out, then get me out, and then obviously with the crowd, like, I want the crowd involved a lot in like the questions and stuff, blah blah, because it's a topic I want to touch on as well. And then just walking around with the mic and just
walk
still
around.
strut around. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, this is great negotiation. I literally just said,
Well, you're saying you don't need a host while asking her to be a host.
yeah,
That's
you're
what
saying
you're
saying you be a half host.
Yeah, that's hosting it. Like, you're introducing, you're in between things.
do you
Yeah,
know
that's a
what?
host.
Like, obviously, like, yeah.
You're the tick. No, because it's basically BXB that's helped me do this.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
BXB.
yeah. Do you get
We
me?
planned this together, so why not? Like, I don't know.
You're talking about Rena, yeah? Not me.
Yeah, Rena, yeah.
Yeah.
It was gonna be you, though. I was gonna ask you to do
Yeah,
it.
no. I can't do that, sorry. On a stage in front of people.
Hold on a minute. You're gonna be doing a lot of coordinating.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna
That's
be-
fine. Behind the scenes. I don't want to be on the stage. Yes.
You're gonna might have to do like a shot or something like.
Yeah.
That.
But how did you? So with your show though, like successful. How was it? Like obviously your first own show. How'd you feel after everything? Like
Do you know what? Like
it's a lot of work though, isn't it?
It's a lot of work. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, like for the live show, like it was great. Like it was everything I could have imagined. Do you know what I mean? Like the energy, the crowd. Like I think like that. The crowd was so engaging. Do you know what I mean? And that's it sort of touches back on like how I love this industry because I was actually just like blown away from that. I think my head was like not 100% there just because there was family stuff going on behind the scenes. But like I showed up, I definitely like had my parts to play. Do you know what I mean? And like I think like for me, like I was really scared because we obviously had like a lot of guests and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But we definitely wanted to show people like it's still us. Do you know what I mean? And that's like why we did like our first half was like just us girls. I swear that was my favorite part. Do you know what I mean? I felt like I was just sitting on the couch with the girls. Like we were getting our bits and bobs done. Like you know what? I definitely I loved it. Like I really enjoyed the show. I keep looking at you. Ash was there in spirit. But
The highest compliment I can pay you guys, and I think Tommy has said it to me as well. He said it to me after, it was like it wasn't your first time up there.
But you know what? Like there was so much preparation in that. Do you know what I mean? Like shout out to Roz as well. Like she really held it down for us. She like that iPad had everything that was needed that day. Do you know what I mean? So I think like we were so blessed with the team that we had around us. We were so blessed with the crowd that we had. Yeah, 100%. If we didn't have an engaging crowd, we still would have done our very best, and it still would have been an amazing show because we were prepared for that. But that's the thing, it's preparation.
Yeah.
And it's like. We didn't just sit there one day and be like, oh, we're just gonna wing it. Do you know what I mean? Like we had our plans set in place.
See, just on that there, yeah, I won't lie. As of probably, do you remember the other day when I texted you? Oh, I was winging it, bro.
Yeah, but do you know what?
I'm not gonna lie, broski. But it's like, obviously, and I said this on the last episode. Did I say on the last episode or did I just tell someone? I talk a lot. But anyways, I had a dream about the show. And there was about 50 people there, right? And obviously you don't remember your whole dream, but what I took from that dream was, yeah, there was only 50 people there, but I still showed up.
But there were still 50 people there.
Do
Do
you
you know
get
what
me?
I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you gotta see things.
I still showed up despite everything that's going on in my life. I still got the strength and I still showed up.
Yeah.
For the people that support me, the people that watch me weekly, yeah? And then that gave me the energy to be like, right, let me start getting this in motion, yeah? And then all of a sudden I start getting ideas.
Getting ideas, yeah.
I'm bouncing ideas off Raji, who's DJing, and then I'm
Was that the day I woke up to loads of texting on? I was like, yes, this energy,
and I was just
yeah.
like raw, like
Yeah.
it's just that. So it's sometimes that even with, you can even just say like it's just a mindset switch.
Mindset,
Don't
yeah.
be, and this is, I preach it. I actually started listening to my own advice, but it's like you can't be always just, yeah, you're down in the dumps and life is hell, but what's the solution?
But you know what?
get me?
I think that's one of the, like, I try to use that as a superpower, yeah, because to be honest, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And you gotta keep using it. Use like yeah, people are blessed not to go through like hard times. Not saying that they don't or they do or whatever, but like, do you know what? The hard times you go through them, use them as your crutch to move forward.
That and you know what else though?
Resilience.
Yeah, which I
Builds
get, like, you know,
resilience.
people at a much higher level when they talk about. Do you ever see when people talk about their cult following, or I'm not saying I have a cult following or a cult, because that can seem a bit of a dark word, yeah.
Do you know what? Sorry, do you know what I was only thinking? Yeah, because obviously, like, I think you're like the people that watch you, your retention of viewers, yeah, should be called Dongonians.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, yeah, I was only thinking about that the other day.
Dongonians.
Dongonians.
Dongonians. I like
Do you like
that.
it?
What do you think?
No.
Why?
Why?
No.
What would you call them?
Dongonians.
Dongonians. Sounds like something football related.
Yeah, Dongonians.
No.
No?
I'll think of something, but not Dongonians. But nah, these people.
Anyways.
He's like, no,
these
moving
people
forward.
that like ride out for man, you know, really gives you the strength to like,
Yeah.
you could put yourself together, man. Just people like, do you know what I mean?
But do you know what? For me, it's like when we did the live show, like I think there was definitely, like, I'm not saying you have to prep everything. We just had a baseline of what we needed to do. Do you know what I mean? So we knew that we were going here. Like we weren't just winging it, being like, we'll see how it goes. Do you know what I mean? We had a structure in place, but all of our conversations were like authentic. We didn't like pre-rehearse them or whatever. But I remember like this girl came up to us. Her name's Angel, yeah? And she literally was like, oh my goodness, like you girls are my inspiration. I'm like, girl, babe, really? Like you really think about that, about us like that? She's like, yeah. She was like, I'm just so like happy to be here. Like, thank you. And I'm just like, I absolutely love you,
so
yeah?
nice.
Everyone else, obviously everyone else was important, so like when I say that, but I'm saying to see that, like people like Angel, like they can't come here, like they see me as someone like that is guiding them. Do you know what I mean? Like that's such a like it's such a beautiful thing to have, but it's a lot of like it's a lot of onus on you as a person because you have to be.
We get a lot, not just us, like obviously podcasts around the world. They get a lot of stigma, and I always say it just depends on the type of conversation that you're having and the impact you're making on people. Do you know what I mean? So don't watch all this obviously online. Look, it's Twitter, it's jokes or whatever. It's like, oh, people, we need license, defund mics and all that. But like you said there, like there's a lot of people making a lot of impact on people. Do you know what I mean? Like you want to see some of the messages I do be getting, man. Even one time, some girl, like till this day, she wanted to use my voice for TikToks. I goes, give me 20 quid for it. And she goes, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I put it on my private story. I remember Akbo, Ness, everyone was shouting, why'd you say 20 quid for? Should I ask her for 50? I goes, bump that up there to 40, right? She goes, yeah, no problem. So I laughed. She sent me 40 quid, asked me have I ever sent her my voice. Not true that I scammed her. I texted her one time, I goes, when do you want me to...
It's like,
sent me 40 quid for the crack.
like a pay pig.
Sent me 40 quid for the crack, she never asked.
Did you get a sugar daddy?
You're a sugar mama.
Think about it.
You know, and then you get all these messages like, oh, this, that, and that. And then you get, now sometimes it's annoying as well. Like, people ask you to share that music, and I'm not sharing that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't hate me.
But you know what?
Save your money. Don't go to the studio.
Do you know what's something that I can learn from you, though, yeah? And having like...
Sorry, Ash.
Why you apologize?
Go on, sorry.
No, sorry. Yeah,
We're
no,
wrapping up now. We're gonna wrap up now.
what I was saying is something that I can learn from you, yeah? And it's something that, like, having all these people looking at us, yeah? And it might only be 5 or it could be 500. It doesn't really matter, do you get me? But it's like, I definitely feel like I have to talk more about me. Do you get me? Because that's something that you do so beautifully. Do you get me? Because you have just incorporated your life in this podcast, yeah? And for a long time, and actually, this is actually shared to you as well, because I looked at your LinkedIn the other day. I saw that you have BXB on like your LinkedIn,
why not?
yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I had such a fear for so long to be like, like, I'm like, I think it's because I...
Can I pull you up on that?
Wait, can I hear you?
Do you remember... Because I was even skeptical, because I didn't want to talk about like you and motherhood, yeah. But I remember when we did my episode with the girls.
Yeah, I completely blanked you.
I mean, this was Lionel Messi. I brought it up, but I think I used it. I used it in my own little.
What?
It was a risk, right? But I did it in my own like little dongo where I was. You want that squash one out there, don't you?
Oh my god!
You did it at the live show as well. I just liked it. Yeah, you did it at the live. Yeah, you said
Dongo.
Yeah, but it was fine. Like, but I was literally like, I just let it go.
I don't remember that one. Like, but I remember the one where Gigi came up here.
No, honestly, maybe
and
actually I'm good at
dodged
this
it.
whole,
Do you get me? I was like,
this whole thing.
Like, what? That's a beautiful. Why wouldn't you want to? No, but you know where I got that off again? Kevin Hart was watching his journey. He said like his manager Keith Robinson. He was like, "You're not talking about anything. You're up here saying all these dumb jokes. Be real." Do you get me? That's where stuck in him was from like using that blueprint of like, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? And it was a real moment, and I said it. I never knew.
And people can relate.
Never knew, bro, that was gonna send me sitting here in front of you girls. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I always said that when I'm coming into the content stuff, I'm gonna be like, right, I'm trying to be an inspiration. My life is a movie, yeah? And I know where I'm going with it. So if man are hearing all these stories, and obviously you are successful, they're like, right, he was going through all of this, and I've said this many times. Look where he...
Like a timeline.
Do you know what I mean? Look at timeline.
It's all documented.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do you know what
Do
it
you get me?
is for me? Yeah, like it's not even from the motherhood, yeah, and I'm actually definitely more comfortable to talk about it. And I'll give you 5 minutes to talk about it on this as well. But it's from like I started a corporate job on my 18th birthday, yeah.
Woo.
On my 18th birthday.
Corporate 18.
Went to the did my first shift there. Went to the pub afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
And like that was all well and good, but I feel like I was just like programmed to think like this is your job, your hobbies are your hobbies. Do you get me? And it was always like you couldn't like mix the two. So it got to a point, yeah, where I was literally like, okay, grand. Like we've been doing this BXB for years.
Yeah.
Podcast has been for years. It's actually part of my life. It's not a hobby. Do you know what I mean? It's not just something that I do on the weekends.
We should hide. Like, it's something we should incorporate into our lives.
You have been doing this.
But that's what I mean. Like, they didn't know anything about what I did until I was useful for them and I could start making content for people. And, you know, in my old jobs and stuff, I'm like, so now I'm kind of incorporating it. Even my current job now, like content creation is part of my role, finally, in a corporate job. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
so they're combining, like, and
yeah, I think that's like, it also just remind me, like, you can, like, mix the both, do you know what I mean? I don't have to be so reserved that, like, oh, somebody's gonna watch this and be like, you're fired, do you get me? Like, at the end of the day, if I get fired, maybe I'll put 100% into content creation, do you get me? But, yeah, no, I think that's, like, definitely one thing that I've always struggled with, and it's, like, just actually being myself, because I think what people see me on the camera and like even sometimes in public is definitely not the person I am. Do you get me? Because I actually have high anxiety and I'm very introverted, and like the way I do my anxiety is I just keep talking about absolute random stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I'll just keep going and I just don't know what to do.
You are one of the funniest young ones I have ever come across. If you were more yourself, I'm telling you now,
I'd be unhinged, bro.
100%.
Yeah, but that's
some
what I'm
of
saying.
the random stuff, I can't. It's gonna annoy me because I'm gonna think of them later. But you're just you're not right.
No, not right. And I actually love it. And I think that's like
I actually love it.
Yeah, I do love it because it's like it's me, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I think like just through life and everything, having a bit of identity crisis, like I'm starting to just be comfortable in my skin, and that's where motherhood messed me up in the sense of like I think the first season of GTG I was very chaotic. I wasn't myself, but I was chaotic and I was a little more out there. And then I got pregnant. Like the whole season 2, I'm pregnant, guys. Like literally, like. About to pop, do you know what I mean? And it's like I was going through a lot and I was just very reserved because I just knew that like I was but I was also like a powerhouse to this life. So I just wanted to be calm, cool, collected. Everything I felt, baby felt, and I just didn't want anything to disrupt that. So I just wasn't really there. That's why I went a bit quiet, yeah? Nobody told me after having a baby it gets 10 times worse because you don't have this life inside you anymore. You don't have this focus, yeah? You actually have to look after this human being, keep it alive, yeah? Make sure that it's fed, washed, everything, yeah? But all your hormones change, you know what I mean? Like, I went back to filming like 3 months after I gave birth, do you know what I mean? Was it 3 months? Maybe a bit longer, yeah?
Was it the live show you came back?
I was like 6 months.
I don't think.
No, 6 weeks.
Did you do the live show first, then record? Were you recording and then live show?
No, live show, then I recorded.
Yeah, that's when you came back.
Was
Yeah.
that was the first time. Do you know what?
Things in halves,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was 6 weeks postpartum.
Do you know what you said to me?
What?
Remember how you were dressed?
Yeah, I look like Cat Slater.
That's what it was. He said I look like Cat Slater.
Sorry, how did I think 6 weeks after pregnancy I was going to feel my clothes again?
It was the leather skirt and all, eh?
No, that was
Cat Slater.
Oh, it really is dumb, bro.
But no, even those, like, me trying to get ready, like, I'm literally, like, bouncing the baby on the rocker, like, trying on these tights, being like, fuck it, we'll just go with it today, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, no, I think, like, all that, like, it's just, like, re-identifying yourself, because I'm never going to be that person again. I don't want to be that person again, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's, like, I'm trying to get to know me. And I'm definitely like, I have angels out there that like literal actual angel that said like we're an inspiration to her, yeah. But also have someone that's looking up to me. Like I have to be a person that is speaking right. Do you know what I mean? Like everything that I'm doing is gonna be watched by like my little youth one day. Do you get me? And it's like that's terrifying. Like it's absolutely terrifying. Like, I want to do really good in this podcast. I also want to do really well, like, working the 9 to 5, because as much as I say get me out, like, I low-key love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I look at your support system. Obviously, you have someone there to your left there, yeah?
Bro, this girl, honestly...
I say, like,
Ash-
you have a
Ash
great
my
support.
soulmate.
You have a great support system. Obviously, yeah, your babes, as you say.
Yeah.
Obviously, your girls as well. So, no, you have a good village, or town behind you. You know, so
That's what you need.
yeah, no, 100%. So, no, I have no qualms that you're going to be very successful in what you're doing because of what you have backing you. You have good people. Do you get me? And I say that even with how you are with me. You know, where like despite I'm not an easy person to deal with.
Yeah.
Even there, I smiled because 2 family members have wished me happy birthday today. Do you know what I mean? So that's 2 out of 5 isn't too bad. Do you know what I mean? So
Nearly halfway there.
but it's like, nah, people like yourself that bring so much positive energy, so much positive vibes. It's why it's also the Jesus stuff. Love you, Jesus, but like people here on earth as well. You guys help. Do you know what I mean? Which is our positivity, is our love and stuff like that. So, nah, man, I wish you well, and you're smashing it. I'm proud of you. Do you know what I mean? Proper proud of you, and keep smashing it because he's our opening door, especially for young women as well. Where it's like podcasts, if I can say a little bit, probably I don't know. Don't quote me on it. You know, these people are mad. It is dominated a lot by males. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, this whole industry is dominated by males.
There you go. I didn't want to be quoted because people are crazy, right? And it's what I
Do you know? Sorry. I know we have to wrap up, but me and Ash back in the day, there was barely like. I'm sorry for all the females that was there, but like there was
literally
there was barely any. Do you get me? That's why we got finessed. Like we got finessed on so many.
You got chased down the M way as well.
Yeah. There's been many things. Let's not get into it, but
there's been many. Look, I'm loyal.
It's been an adventure.
But like, no, we've been finessed like through like deals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everybody like saw our value, but then wanted like bits and bobs. You get me? And it took us a long time to actually stand on business.
Even
till
till
now,
now, we're too
trusting
trusting too quickly. Like,
yeah,
listen, I know
like,
a fella. Listen, are you still doing interviews and all? What's going on?
Yeah, we are. Listen, do you know what? We actually are gonna do.
You don't getting finessed anymore. Listen, just
we're gonna plan on sitting down and we're gonna just get back to the purpose.
I'm gonna send you a fella, right? Just slip him a few quid. Fella with a van.
But do you know what? Do you know what it is?
I'm being deadly serious. What do you mean you got finessed?
No, we all no. Ash got it sorted. Ash got it sorted.
Oh, we're talking about that. Yeah, I harassed the guy until we got what we wanted.
Yeah, no.
Harassed, or did you get him sorted?
Well, put it this way: we paid you for content, and then you went ghost on everybody, and I didn't let up for like 6 months, and we finally got the content. Like, but I had to text him
this
every
fella will do
day.
You'll get your money in a week with this fella.
Yeah.
With the van. Just slip him a few.
Give me the number, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I think like from BXB, like it's still up and running. Do you get me? I think we're trying to go on a different trajectory of like. We are at a point in our lives where we can't be at everything, even though we want to support everything and we want to like uplift the scene. Like
we need the next generation to come on board and be involved for us in that way, I think.
So like this is actually a PSA. Like anybody who like has like wants to get involved like in content creation, there's some way like. Money's not really there right now, but that's the plan. Do you get me? Like, if you just want to work with like-minded people, like we have a platform there. We want to uplift the community.
Everyone, yeah.
But we want to uplift, and it's like if that's what you're on, let us know because I think one thing we're very guarded about what we do, and it's letting that barrier down, innit?
Yeah.
Do you get me? Because we're literally like, no, we know what to do, but we have such a vision, but.
There's a whole new generation now and like a lot of things that we don't even get or understand that are happening. So I just think it's important to stay in touch with what's relevant as well if you're going to progress and have longevity. That's the thing.
Your longevity, yeah.
You need to always be kind of aware of what's going on and up to date with things. And so it's hard to do that when life is life. And
life is
100%. But we'll get through it by God's grace. I'm dropping you home, yeah?
Yes, please.
Lovely. Like, share, subscribe. I won't do...
Wait, 1 second. Free Palestine and Congo.
Will I do?
And Sudan.
No.
No, I'll leave it. No, go on, say it, go on.
Yeah, free Palestine, free Congo, and free Sudan. And everyone else,
that,
but
that as well.
Yes.
And then just to let you guys know, GTG, second live show. It is the 9th of May, Friday, 9th of May. It's in the Ambassador Theatre on O'Connell Street. It's a big-ass theatre, so we need all bums on seats as quickly as possible, please. So it's going to be as big and as good as the last one, maybe even better. So you know what to do.
And June Bank Holiday, I'm going to win this time.
Yes.
Ray's getting broke up.
We'll see.
Yes. Yo. Sorry, not me. Look, when it was